let's get started on the French onion chicken. Hopefully my microphone lasts, because it is like, I think, getting low. Okay, now the French onion chicken, I don't need a recipe. I already have it in my head because I've made it a few times and it's so good. I am going to cheat and use these mashed potatoes, and I'm only going to have a tiny bit just because this chicken makes this wonderful gravy. And it's so good. Okay, first thing we're going to do is, see, some stuff fell in there. First thing we're going to do is oil our pan. Quite a good amount. Now, I don't have regular wine, so I use the cooking wine. So, and we're gonna need some balsamic. I'm gonna use the white cooking wine. We're gonna need about 4 onions. Let me go get the chicken, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm using boneless, skinless thighs. I'm gonna cut like the fatty parts off the chicken, and then we're gonna put it in here to brown. We're gonna need a little balsamic, a little wine. I'm just using the cooking wine because I'm actually allergic to alcohol, but in food it's fine. We're gonna need some thyme. Okay, I'm gonna use my homemade Montreal chicken seasoning and some thyme. I would use my homemade poultry seasoning, but it's empty. So we're gonna have to make some more. Okay, before this gets way too hot, let me turn it down a notch. Let's go ahead and get any of the fat off. We'll put it in this pot for the dogs. So I wanted to do 6 because I want to have leftovers because it's so dang good. And I'm weird, I do not like any of this chicken fat. So let's go ahead and remove that. And the dogs just so happen to love it. Okay, now, see, I don't want to touch it. This does have a bunch of seasonings in it, so I'll just put a little pinch and throw her in. Whoops, wrong side. Okay, good enough. I'm a little dizzy. You can use breasts too. I've made it with breasts. And so I'm keeping this hand clean so I can. It's just as good with breasts. Okay, they're a little frozen on this one still. Come on out. Come apart. Yeah, a little bit frozen, but it's okay. So all we're doing right now is just browning the chicken a little bit. We're not cooking it. Oh boy. A little bit frozen, which is not a problem. We're going to be putting it in the oven, so. And we are going to be seasoning it more too, don't worry. That's not all. Okay, what's going on? This has got to be 2 or 1 big one. Let's get that yucky fat. I just don't like the taste of chicken fat. I'm weird. I know some people love it. I do not. Oh, and anything weird like that? Nope. Cutting that off too. Okay. One more, I think. That's kind of in there. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn it back up to halfway because we want to sear it. Let's cut some of this for the dogs, all tiny, because they are tiny. Always make sure there's no bones too, because the butchers do not get it all the way deboned. I always find bones in my thighs. Like the boneless, skinless thighs. Duh. Okay. I'm gonna boil that for the dogs. And they will be super happy. Well, friends, I've already gotten it on my apron. Oh, that water's so hot. So hot. Okay, let me wipe this down. That's my alcohol spray. Don't want no germs up here. Okay. Wash my hands. Again. Wash the knife. Okay, let's get some tongs. You guys seeing everything? Sorry. Okay, so like I said, we're just browning. There is some paprika and all that in this seasoning. Don't worry if it sticks a little. And you don't have to use a cast iron enamel pan. I just find that it comes out wonderful in this pan. Okay, I'm gonna add a little water to this for the dogs. Make them some chicken stock. They love it in their food. That one never wants to light. Never, ever, ever. Just boil it right here. Okay. Let's get a plate. We're gonna need 4 onions. Okay. So the chicken, like I said, we just want to brown it. Just like that. That's plenty browned. And don't worry, we are gonna deglaze the pan. But first, we're gonna put half a stick of butter in it to saute the onions. And the chicken will still be raw, so do not worry, we're going to cook it in the oven. Usually I use a little bit less oil, but it won't hurt it, don't worry. We're going to make a sauce, so I'm going to set this right here. And let's get chopping the onions. So for this recipe, you're going to need some flour or cornstarch. You're going to need, I like to use the French onion soup with beef stock, and then 1 can of beef stock, or your homemade if you make homemade. I haven't made any homemade beef stock in a while, but I do make ham, chicken, all that. Okay, it says 4 onions, but these are big, so I think I'm only going to do 3. Those are big ones. Okay, let's get chopping. I'm going to turn this down a notch while we chop. And we really just want it in little thin, like slivers, like if you were cutting them for fajitas or something. That's what we will make. And this is so good. It is so, so good. Since I've made it, it's become one of my favorites. Now, the recipe, I don't follow it exactly, but I will link it. I think it calls for a little bit more spices, but okay, so there's 1 whole onion. That's a lot. So we're cooking the onions in the butter and the oil that was left from the chicken. Oh, I forgot to put the thyme on the chicken. We will. Now you can use whatever onions you want. I think last 2 times I used white onions, but these are nice big yellow onions. I'm also going to make some green beans, and I think that I will add a little onion to those too. So I think the recipe says it's made a little different in the recipe, but I've made it a few times and found that this is the fastest, easiest way, and it comes out perfect. Oh, my hands are getting all rashy from being so dry. It's really dry in the desert. Okay, there's 3. I think 3 is going to be plenty. Look at all them. Okay. I'm going to turn these babies up back to halfway. Get them sauteing. I'm going to cut another half for our green beans. Okay, my microphone's hanging in there, friends. I can't believe it. It only had like 37% power. I love these new microphones I got. They work really well. Okay, we'll save the other half. Those can go in my bag. Freezer stuff. I just think onions are great in a green bean. And usually I use bacon and onions. I don't know if I have any bacon. I do, but frozen. Okay. That'll be for our bacon and green beans. I'll find some bacon. Like I said, I have some, but it's frozen, but I could thaw it pretty quick. And it's so much better with bacon in it. Shh, Chloe, stop. So I keep that in my freezer when I want to make stock. Let's get back to these onions. While the onions are cooking, we'll go ahead and mix up a little flour or cornstarch. I think I'm out of cornstarch and I'm waiting for it to come. So what it does is it just makes it like a gravy. Like a little bit of a gravy. Because I am out of cornstarch. Give our onions a stir. Look at them. They smell amazing. Okay. What's next? Oh, next I'm going to add some thyme. Let's add the thyme. Add a little garlic powder. A lot of garlic powder. Some of the dehydrated minced garlic because I like it. Okay. Stir it up again. Oh yeah. They're getting nice and caramely. Okay. Now we're ready to continue. Let's get it all mixed first. Now what I do, see if we'll lift you guys up a hair. I'm gonna need more balsamic. I use this stuff a lot now. I used to never cook with balsamic. And my husband's like, eh. But then once he tastes it, he's like, oh my God, what'd you make? That's so good. Good amount. I just pour it in. And this is a white wine, if I can get it open. Good amount. Smooth, it's strong. Oh my God. The lid don't want to go back on, right? Okay. Let's give it a deglaze. Try to get all this stuff. Might have to add a little water because it's cooking down fast. Let me add some water. Oh. Need to drink some. Okay. Now we just want to scrape the pan clean. Now I use the mozzarella provolone blend, but we're out of that one. So I think we'll just use mozzarella today. Maybe a little Italian cheese. Okay. Let's open the French onion soup, which is basically just beef broth and more onions, but it's so good. I'm gonna pour this in. And now we're gonna have to turn this oven back on. I hate not having enough room in my kitchen. I need like a ginormous kitchen. Okay. So this will thicken up. I'm gonna turn it off. Now we're going to add all the chicken plus the juice. And what I do is I kind of just move the onions aside and nestle it in there, like so, so that some are on top. Like that. There we go. Push that one down. You want them like under the juice so they don't dry out. Okay, let me get the cheese. Watch out, babies. Come out best with smoked provolone. And I had gotten a mozzarella smoked provolone blend. Oh man, it was so good. So you just put cheese where the chicken is, which it's hard to see because it's buried, but just like that. Just put cheese. I'm going to do the Italian blend and some mozzarella. I know there's one in the middle, so. Okay. Now we go into the oven. Move, dogs, move, dogs, move, dogs. You guys are going to get burnt. Oh, it's hot in this kitchen. Okay. Move. I think what I'll do is turn it up to like 370 or 365. Let's do that. Okay. Get this stuff out of here. Put the cheese away. Yeah, we didn't need any milk. I don't ever buy milk, so I use the shelf-stable milk. I buy half and half for my coffee. Let's get a little more butter. Get all this out of here. I don't really time the chicken. I just cook it until it's all browned. Watch out, babies. All right, friends. I'll turn it down low. Let me go get the green beans. I'll be right back. No, I don't have any fresh ones, so I'm using a big bag of frozen ones. I'm gonna use all of it because we like to have leftovers. And I could make like mashed cauli, and I might do that for me and just let my husband have the potatoes. And yeah, we're cheating because I actually have no potatoes. And we always have these in our prepper pantry. And usually, even though I'm eating low carb, I usually do keep potatoes on hand. I'm gonna salt and pepper the onions. Well, and the green beans. Why the dogs keep barking? They're waiting for my husband to come home for dinner. Or to come home from work. This is the microphones I got. 2 of them. So I'm gonna go charge this one. Usually it tells you when you open it. But it only had 37%. And I don't want my microphone to die. So I'm gonna go plug it into my laptop real quick so it can charge. While these onions are sauteing. So I will be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and add the green beans. Well, that's a lot of them. Good, we'll have green beans for a few days. Okay. I like to add the minced garlic to these. Let's add some minced garlic. Some salt. So we went through about, I don't know, 3 or 4 of those stupid electric ones. That was before they had the charging dock ones. So now we got to order those because my husband likes the electric ones. But man, did they go through the batteries. Okay, I don't want to spill them everywhere. Alright, we're just going to leave it like that. Let's put our lid on. I'm going to turn them all the way down to like a little above low. Okay. Whew. My back is feeling it, guys. My back is feeling it. I'm just going to whip up these quickie potatoes while we're waiting. These already have everything in them. I still sometimes add a little butter and cheese or garlic, even though these are garlic. It's supposed to be just add water. We'll get these going and give them a stir. Ooh, they smell garlicky. Too bad I didn't have bacon. We got lots of garlic and onion though. There we go. We'll be able to eat these for a few meals. Okay, I'm gonna turn them up a little. I think that'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna pause you guys, feed the dogs. This has probably got about 15 more minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back, friends. Let's see how these are looking. Oh yeah, they're nice and soft. Got the dogs fed. There's a lot of garlic in them. They smell great. I think I'll put just a little more salt. We don't need the lid anymore. Let's get that out of the way. All right. Gonna be ready to make a plate. So I'll go ahead and make my husband a plate. Oh yeah, it looks done. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna make some room. It's not. Okay, I'm gonna turn the oven off. Oh, she's heavy. There. Oh, the chicken smells amazing, you guys. Oh, wow. And look at that. Let's move you in closer. Look at that bubbling French onion chicken. Oh, yummy. Got all haywire. Okay. So, what I do is put like a scoop of the mashed potatoes. And usually, yes, I would make homemade, but we had no potatoes. I make like a little moat with a hole in the middle, like so. Okay, we're gonna need a spoon. Let me see if we can get a little of the gravy. Look at that. Put it right in the middle. Let's get us one chunk of chicken. Now usually I think I do get it a little more browned, but for the sake of the video, I was trying to hurry up and get some onions and all that on top. And oh, that is so hot. Ooh. A slab of green beans. There we go. There's our French onion chicken. Looks delicious, doesn't it? I'll have to get a screenshot and give it a taste. It's gonna be hot as heck, of course. The chicken just melts in your mouth and falls apart. See it? Let's get some of that gravy. There we go. I really don't want to burn my mouth. Oh my god, you guys. It's so good. Every time I make it. It's so delicious. I love it. This is one of my new favorite recipes. The onions make it kind of sweet. So does the balsamic. It's just delicious. Alright friends, thank you for joining me. I know it's a long video. Have a good night. Thanks for joining me. There's the green beans. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate you.